Greg Biffle, 6 people killed, NASCAR driver, his wife, 2 pilots, and their 2 children in North Carolina.
Just north of Charlotte.
Yeah. It was a small airport, and their plane didn't get above 2,000 feet. And a horrible situation. And what happened, again, there was drizzle, it was fog, there was a lot of things. And I don't know if there was a problem or if they just lost sight or we haven't found that out yet. NTSB is on site right now. But, man, what a horrible thing.
That map they're showing makes it look like they got off the ground.
Yeah.
Must have encountered some kind of problem and tried to get back to the airport and then crashed at the airport.
Yeah. They circled around, and they never got above 2,000 feet. So I don't know how long they flew for. That we don't know. So, yeah, it was a Cessna. So it's it's tragedy. It's a horrible situation. And that's why I don't fly little planes, guys. That's why you don't do it.
I flew on a prop plane one time.
Oh man, I've been on one of those.
It was one of those Eagles. What's the carrier that has
American Eagle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. I was on one of those ones. It was a bigger plane, but it was a prop plane.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that.
I was kind of and like where did I boarded it in Little Rock, Arkansas, because I'd flown to Arkansas for a job interview. And the flight back was that prop plane. And we had to go out onto the tarmac and walk up some mobile stairs to get on it. And I was like, do I want to do this? But it was okay.
We did, back when I was at KDF, we used to do this show on Friday called The Traffic Jam. And this pilot offered to take us up in the air. And we were going to do it through the Marty.
Yeah.
And at one point, the host, Slats, was talking to him off air and says, I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to go, hey, what's this do? And then we're all going to make a sound like something's gone wrong, seriously wrong. And the pilot was like, oh, okay, no problem. So when they get back on the air, they go into the bit, and when Slats says, what's this do? The pilot let go of the wheel. And we went nose down, and Slats drops an S-bomb right live on the air.
You know what?
And then the pilot pulls back up, and I'm literally sitting there thinking, if we were on the ground, I would beat this man to a pulp.
So, I will. Look, when you're in that situation, you're a little, you gotta. That's terrifying. I'm sorry. It's just when you think, because you have no control, because that's a lot of what it is. The fear of flying is about control. You don't have any control. And you don't understand it. Despite men's, I could land this plane belief, we can't land anything. I could just be the first one to crash it.
Yeah.
I could do the best job of sending it into the ground.
New York Post just put out an alert. Hijacked plane crashes into L.A. airport building.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. Let's see here. I haven't seen that. So they hijacked, man.
That's the headline. Let's see this.
Let's see here. Hijacked plane. Yep, they're saying that. New York Post. Thieves broke into a flight school, Van Nuys Airport in Los Angeles, hijacked a plane before crashing it into a building. Oh, it's a tiny plane. Okay.
Interesting.
They're saying they're thieves. And the building they crashed into is where you store your plane.
Interesting.
So it was a bad parking job.
Yeah, one person taken into custody.
Yeah, that was.
So the headline makes it sound like, wow.
Whoa, we're under attack.
But it looks like, I don't think they ever got off the ground. I'm looking at an image. It looks like they just drove into the side of a building.
That's what it looked. Remember when that guy stole the guy who worked at the airport? It was suicidal, and he stole the bigger jet, the 730, took it for and then he committed suicide.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pamela Furr just texted me and said that Governor Lee has pardoned Jelly Roll.
Yes.
Oh, good. Right on, Jelly. So Jelly's going into the Opry. He's lost all this weight, and he's got a pardon. It has been a good year.
He's on an upswing, man.
He is on an upswing.
So the pardon makes it like it didn't happen, right?
Yes. Pardon makes it like the commutation means it happened, but you don't have to suffer the consequences
Okay.
of that. A pilot just texted in and says, sounds like engine went off. Something happened with the engine.
The Biffle plane?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what it sounds like. Because it was 26 minutes in the air. And if you only got to 2,000 feet, is what they're saying. Drizzle, poor visibility. It sounds like they got somewhere, couldn't get up. It started to stall, and they tried to make it back. But you would feel like you'd be able to land the thing because they're at the airport.
Well, it said it flipped.
Yeah, they do say it flipped, and then boom.
Man,
That's the weird thing to me about being in an airplane is the closer you are to the ground, the more dangerous it is because it's less time for the pilots to work the problem.
It's all about the takeoff and landing.
Yeah.
Again, it's much like with, people who throw themselves off. It's never, it's not the falling. It's the hitting the ground. It's the same thing here. It's the pilots will tell you it's the takeoff, the landing. Those are the most important things. It's the ground. The ground doesn't give. It's not as givey as we would think. But so it flipped over. I wonder if they had if they'd lost all power. Because you think if you made it back to the airport, you'd have a shot.
Yeah. What would cause it to flip? Because, wouldn't it glide possibly? A pilot would definitely know that.
Yeah. And we're waiting to find out what I guess it would be the black box, because they all have a black box.
Yep, that's what they'll be looking for.
So, tragedy, horrible. Other breaking news. Trump said weed Schedule 3. We've touched on that throughout the day. As well as the latest on the Brown shooting, that they're now seeing if there's a link between Brown, the university, the shooting there, and the MIT professor, which is so weird. And he was killed at his home in Boston.
Have you ever noticed how nothing like this ever happens at White University?
Mm-mm. Well, it's because of all the privilege.
Right.
So much privilege. The engine powers the hydraulics that operate the flaps. See, these are all things that I don't know.
So that could cause it to flip.
That could cause it to flip. So if everything, because this plane was Cessna, 550?
Yeah, 550. It can hold 8 people, according to what I looked up.
Yeah, it looks like it's like a Learjet kind of thing, but it's shrunken. You can't stand up in it, so there's no you're bent over, but the chairs are like those first class chairs and stuff. Man, it's just nuts. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing. I wonder if they were trying to dump the fuel.
I don't know, man, but that could have been a terrifying 29 minutes.
Yeah, especially if because you're working to try to fix everything, and if you know that you're going down.
Yeah.
But then to get back again to the airport. So something had to have happened when they got back to the airport. And because it's not like it's in the wooded area out in the middle of nowhere.
Right. Yeah, nope. The airport director says that the runway is a mess right now. And there's going to be no takeoffs or landings for a while.
Oh, they're probably going to shut that airport down until the NTSB gets done with their investigation.
Yeah, because, you've got to leave all the debris there. They've got to look at all of that.
So somebody said no dumping on that plane as far as the thing. Another person said, I'm a pilot. You don't know anything, so stop pontificating. You're right. There was a crash. We'll move on. Trump had a speech last night. We're not going to pontificate. We're just going to give you the words. My God.
I know more than you do.
Yeah, I know about broadcast. Let me tell you about it.
Most people do know more about most things than I do, but that still doesn't mean I can't ask a question.
Yeah. Pontificating. Are you listening to a radio? That's what we do. That's what you do. Could you imagine sports? I'm just going to tell you what happened last night. Are they going to win tomorrow? I can't tell you. Maybe. Maybe not. That's a great segment.
Take that to Prize Picks.
Yeah. Oh, goodness me.
My dad just texted me.
Yes.
Otasco stood for Oklahoma Tire and Supply. So it was Oklahoma-based, but I could have swore I bought other things at that. I don't remember. Maybe it was a TG&Y I went to, not the Otasco. Because that's where I bought all my heavy metal tapes.
Ooh, I like that. My grandma used to take me to Woolworth, and then we'd go do a little shopping. I'd buy my Halloween outfit there. That was a plastic thing with the plastic face that looked like nothing. And then you would go over and we'd get a milkshake.
That's where my dad says he bought me my first rifle.
Oh, nice.
In Marshall, Texas, however, in 1977, at a Tasco outlet, beside the big Kroger, he says.
That is cool.
I forgot about that rifle.
What kind of rifle was it?
It was just a little single-shot 22.
How'd you shoot?
I was all right. Unfortunately, I couldn't use that one to shoot woodpeckers in my front yard. I could only use my BB gun. And I never shot birds again after that.
Man, this guy
one
back
time.
here just loves to shoot stuff.
Yeah, he does.
Turtles, birds,
I was a kid.
horses, elephants.
Man, you do. Elephants. I don't think he's doing elephants.
Everett, not the livestock.
Oh, I know, man. I can't believe you would do that, man. What, you shot woodpeckers? That's not very nice. What'd they do to you?
I was 10 years old.
Well, they were endangered, and he wanted to go ahead and finish them off.
10 years old. That's how it starts, guys. Next thing you know, he's playing with fire, and then all of a sudden, would you like to talk to Mother? Oh, God.
I lived in East Texas.
There weren't a lot going on?
That's no excuse for shooting an elephant.
Oh. Any of you shop at Mervyn's? Yes. You know.
Was Woolworth's comparable to like Kmart?
No.
Because I know Kmart had
a little bit. Woolworths was a little bit. It was in the. Here's the thing. Woolworths in a lot of towns, like probably where, you know, they had in New York and Chicago, they had big Woolworths, right? It was like a department store.
Isn't, well, not to interrupt, but is Woolworths where, what's the Christmas movie with Santa and the little girl?
34th
Yes.
Miracle. No, I don't know if it's Woolworths. I don't think it's Woolworths.
Okay, anyway, go ahead.
But Woolworth is that was it was an interesting place. In the big places like New York and Chicago and stuff, they had big stores like department stores. They were in smaller like TG&Y. There were a lot of in the strip mall-y kind of things that were much smaller. But it was kind of like a Kmart. It was that kind of, you know, TG&Y, Gemco.
Because they had like a diner inside Woolworths, right?
Yeah. Who was found? Wasn't somebody found there? No, that was Rexall Drugs. Who was that was found?
I remember Rexall.
Yeah.
Had
I
an
vaguely
orange
remember.
sign.
Yes. I think they still have those in the East Coast. I love going to like other parts of the globe and seeing what their department stores are called or what their grocery stores.
Yeah, the big grocery stores in East Texas where I shot the woodpecker was
Woodpeckers.
Brookshire's and Kroger.
No Piggly Wigglies?
Yeah, I think there were Piggly Wigglies there too. I don't think we went to the Piggly Wiggly though. We only went to Brookshire's and Kroger.
What is Western Auto Merchandise Store? A lot of people talking about that. I have no words. Woolco, Woolworth. Montgomery Ward's was a big one.
Montgomery Ward, yeah, man. Remember the Christmas catalog?
That's right.
Oh.
So quality stamps. But I remember, like, I go to Publix. It's neat because that's such, like, we had Fry's, Ralph's, Stater Brothers. I'm like, I don't know what these are. But then Vaughn's bought everybody, so it didn't matter. They own all of the stores just with different names. I like Food Lion, too. You ever been to a Food Lion?
Yeah, we
They
had
have
one of
those
those
here.
in Tulsa.
They got one here, too.
Yeah.
At least one.
So I've not been to I'm excited, though, because it's got food and a lion, two things I'm very fond of.
Your food for the lion.
Food for the lion. Randall's Grocery Stores. Miracle on 34th was Macy's and Gimbel's.
Thank
right.
you.
That's right.
Did not remember.
Macy's and Gimbel's. You know what? They probably sold, that's probably where they got that sweet commercial for the camels. If you want Santa Claus singing about Camel cigarettes, they go down smooth. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, Lord.
I wonder what they would pay the average doctor to endorse cigarettes back then.
I don't know. 4 out of 5 did, though.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Do you want to be thin and die of cancer, or do you want to be fat and die of diabetes? Go
Pick
blind
one.
and lose your legs.
That's what I loved about Forrest Gump's doctor. He's just a fat guy smoking a cigarette.
That's right. All back in the day. Oh, my Lord. Back in the day, that was so it. Just a fat guy. I mean, God, teachers smoke cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
Doctors, you going to doctors' planes? Again, I always go back to the planes. Would you like smoking or non-smoking? We're in a tube. All of us.
There's no telling how much secondhand smoke we all breathed in, man.
No doubt.
I remember in like 85 was one of the last flights I remember being on where you could still smoke.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was right after that, I think, that it was pretty much just started. That was one of the first bans that took effect, and that was just the starting gate of all those.
And then when they
bans.
decided that you're not going to be smoking public places, craziness.
Remember how worthless the smoking areas in restaurants were?
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
That was ridiculous.
So ridiculous. It was just
It's like walking to the table with your mask on and then taking it off to eat during COVID. It's the same difference.
Same thing. Oh, Lord. Coming up, speaking of smoking, Trump decided to do something here with the old marijuana. We'll talk a little bit about that. Plus, we didn't get to it last hour. I'm going to touch on it with what they're doing when it comes to the trans surgery stuff. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 997. Somebody said, Chad, love you. That's one of them. Normally, they just tell me, several of you, I hate you made fun of Trump. I don't like that. You did. You made fun of Trump. I'm like, he just put plaques on the wall and tell everybody how much he sucked and how Biden stole the election. Still going on with that. And you're like, you made fun of him. No, he's our God. He's our Lord.
He could do no wrong.
Get over it, for God's sakes.
He's perfect.
Somebody said, your station is here, so you're supposed to support him.
Oh,
Shut up. Go watch Fox. Go watch Fox with your old dog Blue. Why is the world getting darker and everybody getting gayer?
because of the frogs.
Because of the frogs. But Jonathan said, Chad, love and respect you, even though you don't take phone calls, because we do so many things, right? Gray cars, public service announcements, turn on their lights during low visibility situations.
It's a law.
It is the law.
Well, they're not following the law.
Well, somebody better go round them up.
Hell yeah.
Some people are going to start going to prison.
That's about right. That's what I'm talking about right now. Put you in prison. Some of you people are so hilarious. I can't listen to you anymore because you're a jerk. You said something mean about Trump. What did I say? I didn't say anything mean. I think it's just, well, you said he was being petty. Yeah, because, there are things going on. Like when last week, remember all the stuff, they changed the font. Was it that State Department because they thought it was too gay or whatever? You guys have nothing. You guys are rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic.
Well, you should be supporting the captain.
I got to look that up.
Yeah, you didn't know they changed the font?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I got to start watching cable news, man.
Oh, God. But you know what? I don't even have to anymore. My friends start sending me stuff, both right and left, about the most ridiculous. Do you see what they did here? Do you see what this side did? Okay, what my buddy Jim Kennedy sent me. Zodies. Okay, here we go. We're talking about they changed the font on, I think was it the State Department? I mean, how silly is that? That they changed it. Yes. Oh, yeah. New orders Times New Roman.
Yeah, going back to Times New.
Yeah.
It was Calibri. And now they put it back to Times New Roman.
That's right. They better do that because that was a lot gayer, that Calibri. Listen here, Chad. I can't listen to you because you don't support Trump. I'm not going to listen to your show anymore. I'm turning off my transistor radio.
Going to go listen to somebody at Couch House.
That's right. This guy over here really likes Trump. He's fantastic.
Now, it says right here, the label too gay looking is unsubstantiated.
Why would you?
And seems to stem from rumors or misinformation.
Why would you change? I know, I'm joking about. Why would you change the font, though? They said they wanted something more manly or whatever.
Yeah,
We're going Old English.
Yeah, apparently they thought the Calibri which had been adopted in 2023 under the Biden administration, was informal. I don't even know what Calibri looks like. I got to look that up now. What is Calibri?
Need to go back and use that font that they used on those papers that, who was the old CBS anchor? Dan Rather?
Yes.
Yeah, use that font.
Yeah.
On those fake papers.
So.
Yes, I do want you to do that. Sorry, I'm talking to my AI.
Oh, yes, I would like that. Somebody said, you'd be a real nice fit for Whoopi and The View. Are you pay me enough? Hell yeah, I'll go on there. I'll battle with those women all day long. Bunch of housefrows, cackling geese.
That is something
Yentas.
that I would watch. I would watch The View if Brother Chad Benson.
I'd be like, my God, how many cat women are up here? That would be great. I would love that. I would. Say, what am I going to say? No to that? Hey, we're going to pay you $2 million a year. Okay. You had me at $1 million, but $2's fine too. It's New York. It's a little expensive.
Well, yeah, you got to remember there's taxes and all. So
yeah, just people. We're having fun. We're having a good time. Don't take everything so seriously. It gets a little. They get a little. Here's the thing: politics should never be your identity. Should never be your identity. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Just for those of you out there, it should not be. Don't take things. You got to see the stuff I get called all the time, and I just laugh. I'm like, okay, if you need to yell at me, I'm fine with that. It doesn't mean, but you can't. I could take jokes all day long, and I'll debate you on anything. But for some people out there, they just it's not about. It's just about their feelings. They love him. I get that you love him and you're passionate about him, but here's the beauty of it. I'm passionate about politics, right? Politics to me is serious, but I don't take politics serious anymore because of the way it's become.
if you can't critique and keep your own honest, you have no business complaining about the other side.
Yeah. Most everything Chad says is negative. About what? Trump?
No, about the cost of Christmas toys these days.
I'd love to see Chad on The View, too. They should use typewriter font. That would be great. Wouldn't it be? Typewriter font? I tell you, they should do Old English. That would be so awesome. Old English. All right, coming up, we'll talk some serious stuff because we have to. But then somewhere along the line, we'll divert from there and talk about other things. Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Somebody and I were having a little back and forth here about, I'm going to go listen to music. I'm like, what kind of music? Because he was mad at me or didn't like me. And it's classic rock. I said, I love classic rock. See, we agree on something. I mean, we can all agree on something, right? You're making fun of the listeners. I make fun of everybody. Well, that's not nice. Again, that audience, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you're offended by everything, this is not your show. We know Bell's offensive. Ken's super offensive. And then there's me.
In the words of the Joker, why so serious?
Why so serious? That's what it is. That's what it is. We like to joke. Again, we take some of the stuff is serious, but we don't take it too seriously. We have fun with the news. We do. We have fun, and we have fun with the politics. I mean, like today, Trump's like, I can't believe you guys named the Kennedy senator after me. This is my shocked face. Who's going to nominate him for, he wants to be on Mount Rushmore. You know he does.
Well, of course, man.
He's just, he's asking everybody in the world how they can do it.
I want to see the engineering that allows them to carve that hair.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and it's,
He's gonna move Mount Rushmore to Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, he is. It's gonna be fantastic. I need it where I can see it. It'll be great. Fantastic. It's gonna be so good for everybody. He's just been, it's like, today's, this is my shock face. I can't believe I'm gonna be the Trump, what is it, the Trump Kennedy Center now?
I don't know.
I think that's what they're nominated in, the Trump Kennedy Center.
It's like, okay.
Right?
And
and again, I love a lot of what Trump does, and a lot of it, he's got a lot of unforced errors, and some of it is just you can't. How can you not laugh at the ridiculousness of that? He wants to be a dictator because he wants everybody to have a picture of him at home, but not a mean dictator. Just he wants everybody to have a picture of him, and he so wants to be on Mount Rushmore so bad. You know, what we could do. We could take Theodore Roosevelt off there. Take him off. Nobody really liked him.
I never understood how the hell he got up there anyway.
I think it was he who decided.
Was it?
We better put up some other people.
Bully!
Oh, my goodness me. That would be... You don't think... Come on, people out there. You can't laugh at that and not think that's kind of funny. Not just a little bit. Just a little bit. Smidge. Just a smidge.
Cracking up at something that Trump does not make you a Biden lover.
Watch it.
Nancy said Biden. Oh, God. Biden doesn't deserve to. First of all, he doesn't deserve to be on Mount Rushmore. He doesn't deserve to be on anything. The back of a was it milk carton? Because he's disappeared.
He deserves to be on a silver alert.
That's right. That's what they were going to have to do.
Oh, man.
I'm waiting for Biden to start selling walk-in tubs and reverse mortgages.
Stop!
I'm surprised he doesn't have an ice cream endorsement at this point.
Oh, God. So I'm surprised he doesn't either.
I want one of them walk-in tubs, man.
You know what?
They look great.
They are. They're amazing. My mother-in-law have one. It's so nice, dude. Just walk right down and sit on it.
Just walk right in,
Turns
man.
into a jacuzzi. Who doesn't want that? I think they're missing the mark on the only advertising it to
elderly?
to the elderly.
Yeah.
You guys are missing out. Young people want to sit down and have a jacuzzi.
Absolutely. A waterproof TV that can go in it.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, you could just put that on the wall over there by the toilet.
So it is. God, wouldn't that be hilarious, though? I don't know why you're missing. Like, do you remember the movie? Was it Get Shorty? Whatever it was with John Travolta
And the short guy? Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Do you remember he got a family van? That's the only thing they could rent him. And then he fell in love with like the minivan, and then everybody was driving a minivan because they're so cool. You give it to an influencer, right? And they're going to start saying, oh my God, I totally love these because they're awesome. You don't have to be old to get one. That's the thing. They're selling you propaganda. See, a lot of people are starting to say something about that. A lot of people.
What?
Yeah. The walk-in tubs.
Oh,
those are
yeah.
really good.
That sounds like just an absolute niche thing for females.
Oh,
because women, they love the concept of relaxing in the tub.
Oh, my wife, she loves that's like a bath. That's like her happy place where she can relax and when we moved over here, we had like jacuzzi tub thing and everything at our other house. But here we only had showers, these giant showers. So she got one of those portable like bathtubs and she just chills in it. But man, I tell you what, I said when we find the house we're going to move into out here next year, I said we're going to get ourselves. It's got to have a walk-in tub. That's number one. These things are so awesome, so awesome. Goodness me, so amazing. You guys are missing. Stop just advertising it in the middle of the day on reruns of MASH.
Yeah, put it on TikTok.
Put it on TikTok. Hey, people, your grandma wants to buy one of these. Screw that. Get one for yourself. They're awesome.
Grandma can use it when she comes over.
That's right. No doubt. Yeah, that would be so good. So there you go. Well, see, look at this. See, we've started something new here. I've made fun of Biden a few times. I've yet to see some people go, hey, it's not very nice you made fun of Biden. I'm just saying.
Terrible of you.
It is.
Man, could you imagine playing with your sharks and boats and little action figures in that thing?
God, that'd be great. My daughter would just live for that thing. Because then you got the buttons. Because they have the buttons. It becomes a mini jacuzzi. And if
I'm still trying to get the visual of Ken in a tub playing with sharks and action figures out of my head.
Yeah, and I'd get a waterproof red magic marker to draw the blood.
Oh, God, that'd be so cool. The little, to make it look like, because your guy got attacked, right? Scuba Steve got attacked.
A bit in half.
Yeah, no lie. Whenever I was a kid, I had a big plastic shark that you could put things in. You know, it had a big mouth, and you could shove action figures into it.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a Captain Kirk, and he was constantly getting eaten by that shark.
That shark, man, he is a pesky sucker, isn't he?
Yeah, I had a Captain Kirk and Star Wars action figures. That shark just tore them up.
Yeah, I love that. That was those sharks are cool. Could you wind it and they would swim around?
No, it was just a rubber shark.
But it was hungry.
But yeah, and it had big teeth. And then I could fit 4 or 5 action figures in it.
How hungry was he? So hungry. You guys have no idea.
I'd even do the Jaws sound. I'd go dun 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 dun.
Oh, look at you, man. You're reproducing a movie right there. You're like a mini Spielberg. Like, how did you get your start, Ken? Before you directed for your first movie. It's like, let me tell you about it.
Well, I played with rubber sharks and Captain Kirk.
It was pretty awesome, that Kirk. So, see, we're having fun, guys. We're having fun. Some of you are like, continue to make fun of people because it's hilarious. It is. We know. We understand.
Have you seen this, boys?
What?
Authorities have now identified the person of interest in the Brown University classroom shooting as 24-year-old U.S. Army veteran from Wisconsin, Benjamin W. Erickson.
Wasn't that the guy originally?
I don't know.
That was the original guy was 24-year-old Wisconsin native.
That's right.
So wait a minute here. You guys had him and then you let him go? This is not going well for you.
Whoa. That can't. I got to look at this.
What?
What if this is a... Yeah, because I think that was the guy that they detained initially.
Yeah. Initially, they detained that guy, and then they said it wasn't him.
This is off an old report. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank God. Oh, my God, they're going to do it to him again?
Yeah, that's not him.
No.
I was getting ready to say, that sounded familiar.
That sounded like something that they would...
All right,
the FBI, let's be real. The FBI's not covered itself in glory.
Let's see here.
And now they're looking, if I'm correct, right? They think there may be a link between the shooter in Brown and the professor was killed at MIT.
Was there any professors or any teachers shot at the Brown shooting?
Yeah, I think there was a professor that was shot and killed, and a student who was head of the Young Republicans, I think.
So this could be targeted, not just
the Brown thing is weird because, not a lot's been talked about like that when it comes to the people that were shot and the people that were killed. And we know a lot about the guy from MIT because, there's all kinds of rumors out there that it was the Iranians that put a hit out on him because he does plasma nuclear fusion or something.
Yeah. New York Post, Brown University shooting suspect identified by cops after days-long manhunt, warrant out for arrest. But I don't know if the report releases his name.
No. So it was a Muslim who yelled Allah Akbar. I don't know. Whatever he is, he's mysterious because all they have is horrible film of a guy walking and they think that's the guy.
Yeah. But apparently they know who he is. They've got warrants issued or who this person is and got warrants issued for them.
So
got to be names on the warrant.
Yeah, there has to be.
I mean, I think there's got to be a name on the warrant.
You would think. I mean, we'll find. I mean, I that's why I don't trust anything that comes out the first few days. And they poor guy from Wisconsin, if it's not him, they put him on blast already. And then they're like, sorry about that. Go live your life because this will be good for you. So we shall see. We're going to wrap it up. Matt's here, I believe. I'm not quite sure. I haven't seen him, but I think he's here. Or he might not be here. I don't know. No, Chris is not here tomorrow. Matt's here till next week. That's the way it works. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. Matt's in the house. What's up, man?
Don't move this camera ever.
To where?
It sounds like a challenge. There's a little note.
Oh, okay.
That seems like a Dan Mandis note, don't you think? Yeah, it's a
Kinda
Dan
does.
Maness.
That feels like it.
That feels like a Dan Maness snap.
Feels
What's
like a
going
Dan
on?
Maness.
What's
now.
up?
Nothing,
What's up with
man.
you?
What's
You
going on with
festive?
I'm very festive.
Looking good.
It's the holiday season.
It is the holiday season, as the song goes, and whoop-de-doo and hickory dock. Don't forget to reset your clock or something like that.
Yeah.
Can't remember the. I'm woefully underprepared for this show, so that means it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I've been out of pocket for the last 5 hours.
What were you doing?
I did a podcast at Gibson Garage, Nashville, with the CEO of Gibson Guitars.
How cool is that?
That was very cool. The garage area is
Did he
cool.
give you one?
He did not. I didn't ask, though. I was going to buy a hat. They have some really, really nice hats.
You were going to buy a hat and a podcast broke out?
Well, no, I was going to buy a hat after the podcast happened. And then it's a retail shop, Gibson Garage. They sell Gibson guitars and the like, and paraphernalia and accoutrement, if you will. And guess how much the hat was? Cap, trucker hat.
$50?
$42.
$42.
It must be a nice hat.
Not that nice.
$42.
I did not buy the hat because I got to buy a house, and I can't have those major expenditures on my credit cards,
You know,
They'll ask questions.
Even if you could, there at some point in time, you think, this is just about principle. I'm not paying $42 for that hat.
$30. That should be max cap price.
Yeah,
for the love. But, I enjoyed the conversation. I did that, and then there was, and then I did another podcast because Mandis wanted me to come do the podcast with he and Hand. You didn't get to go because you were doing a radio show.
I was.
Sadly. But we did that for 2 hours. So
2 hours, huh?
yeah, I don't know what happened to
What'd you guys talk about?
The year that was 2025.
2025.
There was about a 20-minute conversation regarding the zebra. Remember the zebra?
Yeah, the zebra.
Forgot about the zebra.
Oh, the one that escaped and they had trouble.
The one that came home for a few hours and said, you know what, I'm not staying here.
Yeah, they brought him home, and the people that owned him were like, hey, you know what? We got a split rail fence. That should be fine.
Totally.
No big deal. And the zebra went,
Goodbye.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who knew that the zebra does not abide by your boundary areas?
And they're mean. That's the other thing. That's why they're not good pets. And they're actually, I think the most injuries in zoos in America are zebras. Plus they have like canines.
See, I was of the opinion that zebras come into the neighborhood and then they bring the rabble rousers and the riffraff.
Yeah. They're not gentrifying.
Before you know it, the zebras get into town and now the giraffes are here.
Oh,
Giraffes are selfish.
What are you going to talk about today besides you don't know?
I mean, obviously, I'm just finding out details. You guys have been talking about this awful plane crash in North Carolina involving Greg Biffle, former NASCAR driver. We'll discuss that. Trump's speech last night, inflation rates, all the usual.
All the usual. Matt's got it straight ahead.
Yeah.